Good afternoon, children. In last class, we already discussed about linear equations. That too, we discussed about reducing linear equations, right? Reducing the given form of equation into linear equation. And today we will start discussing few more statemental questions. In general, we can solve them by using any of the methods so far we have discussed. Either we can solve them using substitution method, elimination method, or linear equation. And today we will start discussing reducible forms, right? Here, can you solve them? And today in the group, I shared few questions related to linear equations. Your work is you have to solve them so that it will be helpful for you to be perfect in the linear equations. And one more thing, this for exam point of view, this particular syllabus is very important one. It will help you to solve your to get more. This lesson will help you to get more number of marks, right? In last class, we already discussed about reducible forms, and today we will discuss some statemental questions related to linear equations. As per the question, which is more convenient and most applicable method is that method, using that method we will solve the questions, right? Linear equation as per the question, which is more convenient and most here on your screens we are having a question. This question, again I have selected from your textbook few questions, very few questions I have selected. Today we'll discuss these questions, then we'll go for the next part, right? Here, when you read the question, it is more clear that what we have to do here. In the question, you are given with, see it. A part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess, right? When as student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000 as hostel charges, whereas student B, who takes food for 26 days, pays rupees 1180 as hostel charge. Find the fixed charge and cost of food per day. This is your given question. In the question, they have given the charges paid by two students, student A and student B, whereas the student A is paying for 20 days and student B is paying for 26 days, right? Then how you are going to do a consideration? If you read the question, you are having two unknowns here, fixed charge as well as cost of food per day, right? Here you have to do the assumption, let X be the fixed charge of the food and Y be the charge for food per day, right? According to that, fixed charge plus, as student A has taken, see, as student A has taken food for 20 days, each day if it is rupees Y, then for 20 days it will be 20 Y, isn't it? Therefore, the total cost paid by first student we can write as fixed charge plus charge for 20 days. If you add both, you are going to get how much? You are going to get 1000 rupees. Similarly, in the second part, student B who has taken food for 26 days pays rupees 1180 as hostel charge. Means this 1180 includes fixed charge plus charge of the food for 26 days. This one you can write as x plus 26y is equal to 100 and 1180. Right? If you see the equation, these two equations here, by seeing the equation, you can come to a conclusion that here you can go with elimination method, right? Because see here, the coefficients of one of the variable are already seen. At that point, you can go easily for elimination method. In elimination method, what we are going to do? First thing, making the coefficient same. After that, next step is changing the sign. See here, x minus x get cancelled. 20 minus 26 is minus 6y. Here is equal to 1000 minus 100, 1180. You are going to get minus 180. Then y is equal to 180 divided by 6 and y is equal to 30 rupees. Then after this one, we can get the value of x. Value of x. For this one, I will select the first equation. X plus 20y is equal to 1000. X plus 20 into, in place of y, I am substituting value 30 is equal to 1000. Then x is equal to 1000. 20 into 30 is 600. X is equal to 400 rupees. This is your fixed charge and this is your food charge. Per day, right? This is one type of question. Is it clear? In case of the solving linear equation, if methods are not mentioned, that solve by using this method, that method, if they have not mentioned, you can solve it by any of the methods. Right? We go for next question. Here in this question, again, we have taken a statement question. Just go through the statement question. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks being deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash should have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? In this question, again, a test paper is there. How many questions were there in the test paper, that we have to find, and they have given the marks scored by Yash. When the evaluation criteria is given, 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. Means out of the questions, total questions, Yash have written few questions correctly and some questions he made mistake. The answers are wrong. In the first think how many right questions are there, how many wrong questions are that Ash has wrote already, that we have to assume. For this one, we will do a consideration here. What is your consideration? See, let the number of right answers and wrong answers be x and y respectively. That means right answers will consider as x, number of answers as x, and number of wrong answers as y. According to the question, the first statement, 3 marks for each right answer. Here, the total marks scored by Yash, how much we don't know, because out of total marks he has scored, the marks has been deducted. The questions which he has written wrong has been deducted. Therefore, deduction means we are going to use minus sign. 3 into x, 3 is the marks for each right answer, and x is the number of right answers that Yash has written. 3x minus y, because here how many questions he has wrote wrong we don't know, just we know that he has done some questions wrong. Each wrong answer will lose him, will be having loss of 1 marks. Therefore 3x minus y, that is y means 1 into y here, we are not going to mention 1, it is understood. 3x minus y is equal to 40. Similarly, in second part, suppose 4 marks were awarded for the right answer and 2 marks were deducted for the wrong answer. In that one also, 4 into x minus 2y, at that time he is getting 50. This equation, as it is a multiple of 2, if you observe this equation, see here, if you observe this equation, it is a multiple of 2. Therefore, to make it more simpler, we are going to divide this equation by 2. 2 divided by 4x. Here you are going to 2x minus y is equal to 25. Now you are going to have equation 1 and equation 2. If you see these equations, let me write here once again. 3x minus y is equal to 40 and 2x minus y is equal to 25. If you see these equations, as already one of the variable is having same coefficient, at that time also we can go directly for elimination method. Elimination will be the more easier method compared to the others. Our work is changing the sign. Here 3x minus 2x, only x will remain, minus y plus y, this will get cancelled, is equal to 40 minus 25 is equal to 50. Here x is equal to 50. Then what do you mean by x here? X means correct answers. Correct answers means what? Number of questions. Number of questions written correctly. If you once you got the number of questions written correctly, then we can go for the number of questions which have done wrong. We will take the first equation, 3x minus y is equal to 40. Suppose 3 into 50 minus y is equal to 40, then 45 minus y is equal to 40, then 45 minus 40 is equal to y. Here we are doing the transposition of y and 40. We will get y is equal to 5. Here number of questions are 15 that are answered correctly, and number of questions which have done wrong is 5. Altogether, totally how many questions were there in the question paper? 20 questions were there. This is one type of question, right? Here, after this one, we'll go for the next type of question. Here, one more question I have chosen. Most of the time, a similar type of questions that you will get here. Read the question. In the question, you are having about the movement, right? We are going to have about the movement of the ship or a boat. Just go through the question. Question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours and upstream 4 kilometers in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and speed of the current. Here, in the question, you are having two parts. The speed of the boat you have to find, right? And next one is and the speed of the current. Speed of the current means here it is the flowing water. We will consider it as a flowing water. Then in the flowing water, to solve this question, we are going to assume. What you are going to assume? Just see here. Let the speed of Ritu in still water means if the water is not flowing, what will be the speed of the boat or Ritu in which she is sitting as x kilometers and speed of the current, that is the stream which is flowing, be y kilometers per hour, whereas the x is the x kilometer per hour is the speed of the boat. Speed of boat or Ritu you can consider, whereas y kilometers per hour is speed of current. We have to do the two considerations. Next one, speed of Ritu while rowing upstream. This is our day-to-day life experience that whenever we go upstream, our speed will be slower. Therefore, the speed of this slow speed is because of the two bodies which are moving in opposite directions. One is here the speed of the boat or the Ritu, and another is speed of the still speed of the current. Your boat is going to move if suppose the water is flowing in this direction, right? And if you are going upstream, then this is speed of the stream, and if your boat is moving in this direction because it wants to go upstream, then definitely the stream is flowing in this direction and your boat is going in opposite direction. At that time, the speed will reduce in this order: x minus y, that is speed of the boat or Ritu, minus speed of the stream, kilometers per hour, right? And if you go downstream, why it is going to add up? Suppose the stream is flowing in this direction, that is y kilometers, with a speed of y kilometers per hour, as well as your boat is also flowing in that direction only with x kilometers per hour, then definitely the total speed of the boat will be more. Therefore, it will be x plus y kilometers per hour. And we already know that we are having a formula: speed is equal to distance divided by time taken, right? Here they have given speed into time is equal to the distance traveled. The distance traveled when it is going upstream. See here, it is 20 kilometers. How to write the equation? Here already we wrote speed. We can write it as, see here, in the first equation, speed is x, thus x plus y into 2, where 2 is the time taken in 2 hours. Ritu rode downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours, is equal to total distance is 20 kilometers. Therefore, your first equation will be 2 into x plus y is equal to 20. This implies x plus y is equal to 10, because as 2 is the common multiple, if you cancel it, where you can cancel here, 2 ones are 2 tens are. Therefore, you will get with your first equation. Similarly, your second equation, speed into time. Speed will be upstream x minus y into time, again in 2 hours, but the speed is reduced. It is x minus y. 2 into x minus y is 4. Again, it is a multiple of 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Your final equation will be x minus 2. If you compare x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 20, if you observe the equations, we can easily find the value by elimination method, right? See here. How to solve this one? Just a minute. We will. If you see the first equation, x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 2. If you cancel, the first term get cancelled, plus y will be give you 2y. 8 minus 2, 10 minus 2 is 8. Then 2 ones are 2 fours are. Y is equal to 4 kilometers per hour. This is the speed of the current. Using this one, we can solve for x. X plus y is equal to 10. Then x plus 4 is equal to 10. Then x is equal to 6 kilometers per hour. Is the speed of boat, whereas of the speed of Ritu, and this is the speed of the current or stream, right? We will go for the next one more similar question where we are going to get reducible forms, right? Read the question. Two water taps together can fill a tank in hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time taken in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Here, when the two taps are working, how to solve this question? Suppose we are having a tank when two taps are working, right? To fill the tank, the total time taken is 9 integer 3 by 8 hours. Here it is. Time is given 9 integer 3 by 8 hours. Right? In your question it is given 9 integer 3 by 8 hours when both the taps are working together. And one more thing is given. Suppose you take it as a larger tap and this one as a smaller tap. It is given the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than that of the smaller one to fill the tank. Suppose whatever the time this smaller tap is taking, this smaller tap is taking, this larger tap is taking 10 hours less than that of the smaller tap. That means if we consider the time taken by the smaller tap be x, then definitely time taken by the larger tap will be x minus 10, right? This only the consideration that we are going to do. Let the time taken by the smaller tap be x hours and larger tap will become how much? See here, according to the statement, it is given, it is going to take x minus 10 hours. This is the total time taken to fill one tap. Then in 1 hour, how much part of the tank will be filled? 1 by xth part when a smaller pipe is operated or is open. And when only larger tap is used for 1 hour, the part of the tank which is filled will be 1 by x minus 10 hours. And it is also given a tank will be filled in 9 integer 3 by 8 hours when both are working. If you write it in a improper fraction, it will become 75 by 8, right? Then when both pipes are operating together, suppose here one more part, if 9 integer 3 by 8 hours is the time taken to fill one tank, right? That is 75 by 8, right? Then in 1 hour, here is the question, in 1 hour, the tank will be filled. The tank filled will be it is 1 divided by 75 by 8, right? In 1 hour, how much part of the tank will be filled? 1 divided by 75 by 8. If you reciprocate, you will get with 8 by 75. It will be 8 by 75. Isn't it? Then, if the one tank, one pipe fills See here, now our equation will be, this is the part of the tank filled by one pipe and this is the part of the tank filled by another pipe. When both together are operating, this will be the part of the tank filled in 1 hour. Tank filled in 1 hour by smaller pipe, tank will be filled by larger pipe in 1 hour will give you the total tank filled in 1 hour. If you write 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. If you take the LCM, x into x minus 10 will be your LCM. Here already x is there, we are not having x minus 10. So multiply it by x minus 10. Here x minus 10 is already there in the denominator. So multiply it by x. You will get with x minus 10 plus x whole divided by x into x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. Then after taking LCM, you will get 2x, x plus x, 2x minus 10 divided by x into x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. Right? If you do the cross multiplication, 75 into 2x minus 10 is equal to here 8, x into x, it will become here x into x is x square minus 10x, right? When you cross multiply, it will become 8x square minus 80x. If you bring it to the another side, it will become 8x square minus 80x. Here it is 75 into 2x minus 10. If you open the bracket, 75 to the 150x minus 10 is 750 is equal to 8x square minus 8x. Taking all terms at one side, we'll get, taking all terms at one side means 8x square minus 80x minus 150x minus, if it is minus, if it comes to that side, it will become plus. Then we will get with 8x square minus 230x plus 75, 750 is equal to 0. This is nothing but your this equation. 8x square minus 230x plus 750. 8x square minus 230x plus 750. Then you have to split in such a way that their product should be same, addition or subtraction should be same. Here I have selected a number 8x square minus 200x minus 30x plus 750. If you take 8x common out of this 8x, if we take common here, it remains with x minus 25 because 25 is a 200. Here if you take 30 common, 30 x minus 75. Then again x minus 25 into 8x minus 30 is equal to 0. Then x is equal x minus 25 is 0 or 8x minus 30 is 0. When you equate, you will get x is equal to 25 and x is equal to 30 by 8. Here as x is the time taken by the pipe to fill the tank, it cannot be a fraction here, right? Therefore, and one more thing, 8 by 30 by 8 if you do, it will be here 3.75 hours, which are very less than the time taken by two pipes, right? That's why we are not going to consider this value. Therefore, here also the clearance is given. As in this case, the time taken by the larger pipe will be negative, which is logically not possible. So we are not going to consider that value of x here. Therefore, time taken individually by the smaller pipe and the larger pipe is If x is the time taken by the smaller pipe, then the time taken by the larger pipe, that is 10 hours less than the smaller. 25 minus 10 is 15. Therefore, x is 25 hours, whereas x minus 10, that is time taken by the larger tap, will be 50 hours. This is your solution. And many more such questions will come for you to solve. Here only few questions we have discussed. Your work is to solve as many as possible questions based on the linear equations, so that you will be perfect in this, right? And today we will finish this lesson. Your work is to practice the questions of the exercise as well as the questions so far appeared in your examinations. Yes, collect as much as more number of questions and try to solve. In next class, we will start with the new topic so that it will be discussed here. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.